Hi, this is Brandon Smiley from thirstgym.com. Today we're talking about exercise called leg lowering. This is a great hamstring mobility exercise. You can put in your programs to work on improving your hamstrings. So you need a wall or something you can put your foot against or a band. But we're going to start with the wall first, and I think you're going to find out that this is probably the best way to do it. So you've got to be very strict on this. This is not something that you lackadaisically do. If you really take the time and focus on it, I think you'll see some big dividends. If you kind of half-ass it, you're going to be screwed. So what we need to do here, we need to find a wall. And if you're familiar with the FMS or active straight leg raise test, generally you're laying on the table, you take your leg, raise it up, and you kind of measure, see where it's at. So we use this a lot for our clients that have limited active straight leg raise tests. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take our toe that's on the wall, we're going to pull it towards our face, leg completely straight, which means quad contracted, okay? We're not going to relax our legs. You're going to find a lot of kids try to do that because they're going to, or athletes, clients, they're going to try to cheat this a little bit. Leg good and straight. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take the other leg, we're going to match it, okay? So we're going to pretend like it's also against the wall, but obviously it's not. Then what we're going to do is we want to try to keep our low back. We want to try to keep a posterior tilt, okay? Don't let them get into anterior pelvic tilt or, you know, extend through the low back. Keep that low back as flat as you can. Toes pulled towards your face. Good quality control down. You should start to feel that stretch. And the leg that's on the wall, you're going to try to touch the floor and then come back. So you want to pick a distance that's going to challenge you to be able to get to the ground, but at the same time might be achievable by the time you do anywhere between 6 and 10 reps. So here, come down. Still not quite there. It's okay. Try again. Almost there. Can feel it. Really trying to get down there. There we go. So now I can feel, I can get to the ground. Legs are straight. Pelvis is still flat on the back. My back is still flat. My pelvis is still anterior or posterior oriented. And not like this. Okay? We don't want to be like this. Ribs down. Get down to the floor. Now, what other people will do is if you can get them to do this and they're just struggling to get down there, they're probably going to try to externally rotate like that, okay? They're going to let that leg fall out, and we don't want to do that. We want to keep the toe pulled towards, not only towards our face, towards the ceiling, quads turned on, but we also want to make sure that we stay good neutral with the kneecap, so we don't want the kneecap falling out or the foot falling out. And honestly, the main reason why I have athletes pull their toes towards their face is because if their toes stay towards their face, generally they're going to keep it straight. Okay, they're generally not going to do this because it's not pulled towards their face anymore. It's pulled out towards this way. So, and then obviously we would switch legs, I have to move around. So I really like this for about 6 to 8 reps a side. I've even programmed them for 10. It's good, slow, and controlled. And then you just, you know, basically move yourself closer or away from the wall, depending upon how your hamstring flexibility is. So it's very adaptive towards what you need for your athletes as well. So if you're in a big group, you got a rig or a rack or something, line the kids up. The other option is to give them a band, put the band around their foot, and then do the exact same thing. However, what you'll find is kids will usually crank their leg up really high in deflection to where they're basically going to have it at 90 degrees, and then they're going to try to drop their leg, and their leg is not ever going to go anywhere. And generally it's because they're not going to get their hamstring mobility to 90 degrees, so then you're not really doing anything of benefit at that point. You're still going to feel a little bit, but I think the wall option helps prevent you from doing that. It's also going to provide immediate feedback of when you can touch the floor and if you're making progress as well. So that's leg lowering. Awesome exercise for your hamstrings. If you're having some crappy hamstring issues, or you know, you're trying to improve the mobility for the deadlift or the squat, running technique, this is our go-to as part of our warm-up protocol here at Thirst. If you got any questions, feel free in the comment section. Thanks. Have a great day.